in a distant, mysterious land where magic filled the air, there was a prince who got lost. He found himself running away from a sneaky snake that wouldn't leave him alone. Tired of running, his legs gave out and he fell to the ground unconscious. As he fell, 3 special fairies appeared out of thin air. These fairies were the helpers of the Queen of the Night, a powerful and mysterious ruler. With their shimmering wings and magical powers, they made a shield of light to protect the prince from the snake's sharp fangs. Then, with a wave of their tiny hands and a sprinkle of magic dust, they made the snake disappear. Now, the fairies turned their attention to the prince, who was still fast asleep. They couldn't help but admire his handsome face and brave spirit. They whispered to each other, amazed by his goodness.
"Oh, just look at him,"
one of the fairies whispered in hushed tones to her companions.
"His face is as radiant as the morning sun, and his features hold the grace of a noble knight."
As the fairies continued to marvel at the prince's beauty, a sudden flutter of wings caught their attention. In a burst of vibrant feathers, a bird-like creature emerged. It was Papageno, a lively and mischievous character known for his colorful plumage and infectious laughter. The prince, now fully conscious, found himself surrounded by the fairies and the whimsical Papageno. His eyes widened in surprise, taking in the extraordinary beings that stood before him. The fairies, recognizing the significance of the prince's awakening, gathered around him once more, eager to share the story of Pamina.
"Dear Prince Tomino,"
one of the fairies began,
"we must tell you of Pamina, the daughter of the Queen of the Night. She has been captured by a wicked sorcerer named Sarastro, and her heart aches in sorrow."
The prince listened intently, his determination growing with each word. "I will save her," he declared firmly, his eyes burning with resolve. With a graceful gesture, the Queen of the Night herself appeared before them. She held in her hands a magical flute, its enchanting melody capable of transforming sorrow into joy. "Let its music guide you through the trials that lie ahead, and may its enchantment illuminate your path," the Queen said. The fairies bestowed upon Papageno a set of magic bells and asked him to go with the prince and protect him from any harm using those magic bells. They also introduced 3 child spirits to guide them and assist them in their peerless journey.
"These child spirits shall be your steadfast companions. They hold the wisdom of the age and will lead you to the Star's Temple, where Pamina awaits her liberation,"
the fairies said. The prince's heart swelled with gratitude, knowing that he had been blessed with an extraordinary group of allies. With the queen's flute, the fairies' magic, and the guidance of the child spirits, he felt a newfound determination and purpose. Together, Prince Tomino and Papageno embarked on a quest filled with danger, love, and the transformative power of music. Papageno, sent ahead by Tomino, found Pamina and gave her the news she had been dying to hear.
"Pamina, fear not. I, with Prince Tomino, have come to rescue you,"
he declared. Prince Tomino, while approaching the gates of Sarastro's temple, encountered a wise and kind-hearted priest who sensed the confusion in his eyes. The priest revealed the twisted intentions of the Queen of the Night. The priest explained how Sarastro, despite his stern exterior, was a benevolent and just ruler, while the queen's desires were fueled by darkness and revenge. Tomino's heart trembled with realization as the priest continued.
"The queen seeks to use you as a pawn in her quest for power, while Sarastro, with his wisdom and love for humanity, aims to unite and uplift the souls of all who dwell within his realm."
Deeply moved by the priest's words, Tomino understood that his true mission was to restore harmony and dispel the veil of darkness that clouded his perception. With newfound resolve, Tamano raised the magical flute gifted to him by the Queen of the Night. The melodious notes flowed through the air, transforming the hostile environment into one of warmth and friendship, and the prince entered the temple without any hesitation. On the other side of the temple, Apagino and Pamina heard the enchanting music of Tamano's flute. Finally, amidst a chorus of swirling melodies, Tamano and Pamina spotted each other from across the grand hall. Their eyes locked, and with a rush of joy, they embraced. Sarastro, in his commanding presence, declared that Tamano must prove himself worthy of being Pamina's husband. The priest announced arduous ordeals that Tamano must endure, with the first being a test of silence where Tamano must not speak to any woman. Pamina, misunderstanding the trial, interpreted Tamano's silence as an act of abandonment. Lost in despair, she contemplated a fate that seemed unbearable. As the time for the final trials approached, Tamano was informed that his test of silence had come to an end. In a heartfelt moment, Tamano reassured Pamina of his unwavering love and devotion. Together, the courageous pair set their sights on conquering the final ordeal involving water and fire. Using the magical flute, they pass the final ordeal and the priests celebrate the couple's success and union. Enraged by the union of Prince Tamano and Pamina, the Queen of the Night plotted to storm Sarastro's temple. She summoned her dark forces, preparing to unleash chaos upon the realm. But as the queen approached the temple with her malicious intent, a blinding light burst forth from the sun, radiating with divine power. The light, a manifestation of Sarastro's benevolence and the forces of righteousness, repelled the darkness, creating a shield of impenetrable brilliance. Battles of lightning and shadows ensued, but the power of the sun, representing truth and enlightenment, proved overwhelming. The forces of the Queen of the Night were driven back, their malevolence no match for the strength of righteousness. Prince Tamano and Pamina, their love united by the trials they had endured, stood together at the heart of the temple. They reveled in the joyous victory over the forces of darkness, their reunion symbolizing the triumph of love and virtue. Their love shining brightly would forever be remembered as the embodiment of hope and the embodiment of the power of love to overcome adversity. Keeping the thoughts of this joyous and adventurous union in their minds, I can assure my sleepyheads that every adversity can be overcome with patience and virtue. Giving up is never an option, and generosity and determination can replace all evil with the dawn of happiness. So, if you want your nights to be filled with adventurous and magical realms like those of Prince Tamano and Pamina, close your eyes and let your body sink into the depths of sleep.